Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
An exchange of ideas via conversation. Exchange thoughts. Talk with. We often talk business. Use language. The baby talks already. An exchange of ideas via conversation. Let's have more work and less talk around here. Express in speech. She talks a lot of nonsense. Deliver a lecture or talk. She will talk at Rutgers next week. Reveal information. If you don't oblige me, I'll talk. A speech that is open to the public. Idle gossip or rumor. There has been talk about you lately. Divulge confidential information or secrets. Be careful, his secretary talks. Discussion. Talk about as a less formal alternative for discussion of. His poetry contains much talk about love and anger. The act of giving a talk to an audience. I attended an interesting talk on local history. The use of speech for informal exchange of views or ideas or information, etc. A characteristic language of a particular group, as among thieves. Heel over. Stock phrases that have become nonsense through endless repetition. Insincere talk about religion or morals. Two surfaces meeting at an angle different from 90 degrees. A slope in the turn of a road or track. The outside is higher than the inside in order to reduce the effects of centrifugal force. Talk socially without exchanging too much information. The high-pitched continuing noise made by animals, birds or monkeys. Noisy talk. Speak about unimportant matters, rapidly and incessantly. Click repeatedly or uncontrollably. The rapid series of noises made by the parts of a machine. Cut unevenly with a chattering tool. Make noise as if chattering away. The magpies were chattering in the trees. A literary composition in the form of a conversation between two people. The lines spoken by characters in drama or fiction. A conversation between two persons. A literary composition in the form of a conversation between two people. The lines spoken by characters in drama or fiction. A conversation between two persons. A discussion intended to produce an agreement. They disagreed but kept an open dialogue. A conversation between two persons. A part of the script in which the speaking roles are limited to two actors. Openly straightforward and direct without reserve or secretiveness. A heart-to-heart talk. An intimate talk in private. He took me aside for a little heart-to-heart. Empty rhetoric or insincere or exaggerated talk. Empty rhetoric or insincere or exaggerated talk. Don't give me any of that jazz. Have sexual intercourse with. A genre of popular music that originated in New Orleans around 1900 and developed through increasingly complex styles. A style of dance music popular in the 1920s, similar to New Orleans jazz but played by large bands. Play something in the style of jazz. Empty rhetoric or insincere or exaggerated talk. Empty rhetoric or insincere or exaggerated talk. Empty rhetoric or insincere or exaggerated talk. The state of non-existence. Insincere talk about religion or morals. Talk idly or casually and in a friendly way. Yiddish, a warm heart-to-heart talk. Talk about your business that only others in the same business can understand. Raise or haul up with or as if with mechanical help. Catch the scent of. Get wind of. A reflex that expels intestinal gas through the anus. Form into a wreath. Empty rhetoric or insincere or exaggerated talk. That's a lot of wind. Arrange or coil around. To move or cause to move in a sinuous, spiral, or circular course. The river winds through the hills. Extend in curves and turns. The road winds around the lake. The act of winding or twisting. He put the key in the old clock and gave it a good wind. A musical instrument in which the sound is produced by an enclosed column of air that is moved by bellows or the human breath. Air moving, sometimes with considerable force, from an area of high pressure to an area of low pressure. Trees bent under the fierce winds. Coil the spring of some mechanical device by turning a stem. Wind your watch. An indication of potential opportunity. A tendency or force that influences events. The winds of change. Breath. The collision knocked the wind out of him. Noisy talk. Talk incessantly and tiresomely. Noisy talk. Talk profusely. She was yakking away about her grandchildren. Large long-haired wild ox of Tibet often domesticated. Noisy talk. A loud laugh suggestive of a hen's cackle. Emit a loud, unpleasant kind of laughing. Squawk shrilly and loudly, characteristic of hens. Talk or utter in a cackling manner. The women cackled when they saw the movie star step out of the limousine. The sound made by a hen after laying an egg. Noisy talk.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.